So right now, what's live in mainnet is 153. This was the first patch release post fast sync, which was the release that everybody was waiting for. The next release after that I'm really excited about is Peregrine, followed by Juliet, followed by Condor. We've started talking about these upgrades with names because it's just a lot clearer and there's a lot less confusion when you talk about the releases according to name. So let's dig in, right? So 1.5.3 is our numbered release. We had improved archival node sync and performance improvements, and the validators really noticed this change. We were seeing some challenges with slower nodes being able to keep up in the network, and we feel that this release significantly relieved some of those bottlenecks. And we're always looking to make performance improvements. Performance is something that the protocol team focuses on and prioritizes. And so we're very pleased about 1.5.3. Piggybacking on top of that is the Peregrine release, right? So we're going to halve the block times again. This will be the third Casper halving, where we halve the block time from when we launched mainnet. And we'll be going from 32 seconds to 16 seconds. And we're doing this because this will give us a better user experience, right? Obviously, people want at least a 15 or 16-second block time. It's kind of table stakes to really play in the DeFi space and a lot of other spaces. We've tested at 8 seconds. We know that Casper is stable at 8 seconds, but we're going to go with 16 for the time being because we don't want to risk uptime and robustness of the protocol by making that big a leap, right? We're also going to be refunding 99% of unspent gas fees on transactions. And so this is going to make us much more affordable and it'll keep us secure. We're also going to be repricing a bunch of opcodes. So a lot of the branching opcodes that we raised prices on for security reasons, we've gone back to the drawing board and repriced those. And we feel that contract authors will be very pleased with the outcome. In order to take advantage of the new gas fees, you will need to do a smart contract upgrade, and we will be providing documentation how to do that. I anticipate Peregrine will be in mainnet probably in 2 to 3 weeks. We anticipate to cut the release candidate this week. The holdup has really been a consensus fix that we want to get in place, which allows slower validators to change their exponent, and they will get lower rewards versus everybody being penalized. That was one of the problems we noticed recently with some of these slowing down of nodes. The next release is the Juliet release. This is a brand, whoops, what happened there? This is a brand new networking layer. We have been using a bespoke networking layer, but there are security issues in that networking layer. We're just not as happy with it. It doesn't give us the kind of robustness in terms of denial of service attacks. And this networking layer will, at the root of the protocol, will in essence make the attacker get out of memory, right? So if you attempt to DDoS at the networking layer, a Casper node or a Casper-based network, your own node will run out of memory. So it's provably secure. It's also provably like, you can prove how it uses memory, right? It's very deterministic in terms of its consumption of memory. So it'll be easier to maintain. It'll be contributing to the open source community by releasing it as a crate. It'll be basically, a Rust-based networking crate that we're going to be, releasing as part of this. And we hope that we'll see adoption of the Juliet networking layer broadly in the ecosystem. So we're really excited about that as well. And that I'm targeting for December. Really want to see that in production before the end of the year. And the third one is Condor. Condor is formerly known as 2.0. I'll stop calling it 2.0 now, and it's going to be called the Condor upgrade. And the Condor upgrade, there's a lot to unpack inside of Condor. The big pieces are the gas refunds or, no gas transactions. And then the next big piece is the Zug consensus mechanism, right? This will give us flexible block times and much, much lower overhead. And payment to validators for sending finality signatures, which makes the protocol more robust and more secure, right, as a result. Also, what's in Condor is we've got wallet enhancements, so additional feature options specific to native token management and transaction fee payment. And that basically talks about, this is purse enhancements, right? So we're going to be upgrading purses to a first order object within the system. We're also going to making enhancements to unforgeable references. And we're going to add more security and flexibility, including whitelist, expiration, and sharing management, right? So it'll make UREFs function a lot more intuitively and a lot more like they're references, but there's things you want references to do in a system that unforgeable references just don't do correctly today. We're also going to be unifying accounts and contracts. So what's really interesting, becomes really interesting about this feature, right, is we all know that the Casper account model is very robust. It's feature rich. It provides a lot of capabilities to store data within the account. You have associated keys and you have stronger governance around who's done what on chain. Well, now imagine that you can assign everything that an account can do today to a contract. So contracts can pay for transactions. Contracts will have a main purse so they can stake the network. Contracts can also get multi-signature upgrades, right, for stronger contract governance. And this will all be native to the protocol itself. It'll all be supported by the blockchain. And then we're offering more contract enhancements that will provide a factory pattern and an event standard. This is all coming from features directly, features and feedback requests from the community, right, from developers that are building on Casper. That's the roadmap. So very happy to share that with you. Again, you can come and find it on casper.network, and look forward to talking to you guys soon.